So this video here might help you weigh up your options as a trader. I'm going to explain to you guys how I failed as a day trader and something that you may not think was the main factor here. We teach people how to trade, how to invest, but it's down to you. It's down to you in terms of what suits your style to be able to day trade, swing trade, or be a positional trader. Most people rush in, want to become a day trader, do high leverage, but ultimately when it clicks, it soon falls apart and then they cannot keep up with it. So without further delay, let's crack on and get into it. So the first things first is we're going to go through what is day trading, right? Simple concept. You are trading on the lower time frames over the course of a day. Multiple trades in and out, basically, right? So if we go onto the screen and we look at, say, I don't know, the 15-minute time frame and zoom in a little bit, you'd be looking for entries in levels of support, levels of resistance, as exits as well, but using confluences between indicators to get in and out over a couple of hours, maybe a full day, who knows, usually, right? So when we look at the likes of the BTC chart and we zoom in a little bit here, this is from the 11th to the 12th. There may well be a simple lines of a long, or prior to that, shorts, right? As in this correction breakdown on the EMA. Certainly when you're looking at certain indicators and confluences, you can see this potential long and short in a couple of little positions here over a very, very short period of time. Now, the whole principle of it is to hopefully over time, compound your returns and grow and grow and grow, utilizing higher leverage because it's so short time frames, therefore your trade risk will be more minimal due to good risk management, which is what we teach. However, this is a factor to it. It is very, very hard. And the reason why I failed, which I will come on to in more detail, is you have to be around to catch them. So why I failed? It wasn't to do with the lack of knowledge of technical analysis. It wasn't due to the fact of lack of experience. It was due to the lack of time, and that time element becomes a massive factor. Most people watching this channel, most people that have came to learning crypto are working people. They want to better themselves. They want to become better at doing something. And day trading becomes one of those random hobbies that people randomly collect when they start looking at technical analysis. And it blows my brains, this. The keyboard and the mouse or your phone and your thumbs could create you massive wealth by knowing what to do in terms of investing. If you understand the principle in investing, you know, buy low, time does its thing, and you take profit, right? Trading's similar, but different, okay? Bear with me. You are having to buy an order or sell an order based off what you see in terms of technical analysis, and then you take profit based off that result. However, time. Most people, as I say, have a job, have a family, have a dog to feed, whatever. And you need to be able to, one, understand technical analysis, two, have the time to see the technical analysis in real time, and then therefore execute the trade. Finally, number 4 is to take profit on said trade, and then find another one, and then find another one. What I found, why I failed, was I would see the move late, and that would be me buggered. So I always find, and this is a massive criticism to most trading platforms, is alerts are pretty crap. You've got to kind of get into a habit of being at the chart for a long time. And then when you're selling that dream of, oh, by the way, day trading, you can make a lot of money, but you're going to be like this, stalks on the chart constantly just looking, it gets a little bit naff and a bit boring. So that is one of the main factors. Now, going into the marketing side of this world, it's very gimmicky and I fucking hate it, right? I've always said this. You see Lambos, you see really random return of investment kind of things on random stuff. It's like, why? At the end of the day, right? If you can see that trader and what they're doing, the effort that they put in, and even in the last video with Gaz, he talked about he was lucky to be at the laptop at the right time to be able to do a swing trade, never mind the day trade, right? So it's a huge factor. But yeah, if you've been sold the dream of living on a beach and in the hut on a laptop just like this, thinking, yeah, I can day trade, absolute bollocks. And that is a big, big thing. Now that I've kind of, burst the bubble a little bit, there's a lot of education, obviously, right, around what you should do next. Should you become a day trader, swing trader, positional holder, right? I will explain what I do soon. However, you need to see and understand yourself, right? I talk about this a lot. Obviously, you look at day trading. As I say, All this kind of stuff's here. A lot of content. Our own platform has courses for technical analysis, teaching you how to read the charts, right? Now, you need to then learn the basics and then understand yourself, which sounds daft. Are you a risky person? Are you a patient person? Do you have time to allow you to do this? The biggest thing I would say to anyone, and it's something that I would probably look to do in the future, is block off a period of the day to just be dedicated to the chart on a set time frame with a set strategy. But that's hard for me to do right now, and it's hard for most people. Most people don't have 2-3 hours just to sit and do nothing and look at the charts. Some days, nothing will happen in the charts. Some days, the market might go totally against you, thinking your bias is wrong. So that's a huge factor as well. So with regards to what you should do, you need to learn as much as possible, understand yourself, and then put together a strategy. And then backtest it. Then forward test it. Forward testing is basically paper trading. Don't paper trade, it's bollocks. Do it in real time with a small amount of money so you can do it in real time with real executed orders. Makes more sense. So you're probably wondering now, watching this video, well, Ash, what do you do? I don't day trade, obviously, but I use the same principles and the same ideology to positional trade. What is positional trading? Basically, think of day trading, but not over days, over months, maybe even 6 months or a year. So, Polkadot on the screen here. Buy low, sell high, fundamentals, right? I would do that for spot trading to make money. If the cycle narrative remains as it is, I would be shorting said assets, because why not? If I feel that the bear market is upon us, what's wrong with me like putting a short on, say, Polkadot, right? Random example. Randomly. Let's just say Polkadot goes back up in value, blah, 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 and the market turns over and rolls over. What's to stop me from doing like a 2x or a 3x as a short and just riding the whole bear market down? There's nothing, right? That is a positional hold. You are holding a position for a longer period of time based on the market cycle. Now, when you think of day trading, it's exactly the fucking same, but you've just squashed it into a very, 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 very tiny time frame. That makes more sense, where you'll be looking to enter and exit at different points. Now, that being said, I wouldn't know how to positional trade as good as I would if I didn't understand technical analysis or understand the mechanics of a moving market. Now, remember, this is going to throw your beans totally off the chart. Now, you may have a perfect strategy for a small window of time, and then you will start trading it and you'll be like, yeah, this is sweet, I'm making money. Then the market changes and you're like, oh my God, it doesn't work anymore. I need to then change my strategy. The thing that you need to be wary of, certainly in this market, is the market moves two ways. It goes up and it goes down. And the one that people forget, it goes sideways when not to trade. Now, when we talk about this, it's the exact same in positional holding. Positional holding, again, look, you could have been short on some of these horrible candles, riding it down. Now, my methodology is all about the moving average and also the RSI as a confluence. I could have been in a position for a long time. Cool. But when I then start to trade in, say, the consolidation zones or the accumulation zones, my performance will be very, very weak versus the big bull and the big bear market. It's the exact same with day trading. You will find that you may have 3 weeks of absolute rocketing success. You may have 6 weeks of absolute shit and then a load of break-evens and because the market's not moving. You need to understand that, because I talk about it in terms of playbooks and I talk about it in terms of why people fail. Another reason why people fail, and this is, I can vouch for myself on this one, you change your strategy far too much, basically. So how to succeed in terms of what you want to achieve and what you want to do? Knowledge is king. Check out the link below to learning crypto. Simple. Subscribe to this channel. Simple, right? Educate yourself as much as possible. I said it at the start of this video. The keyboard or the mouse or your thumbs on your phone could well create wealth. Now, if you can trade, if you want to day trade, if you say want to do something similar, you can do it, but you need to understand the metric. Now, what we say in learning crypto is don't blind copy. Look at what people are doing. We do that in terms of our trades. When you can copy, the trades are there, the understanding is there. We have got more stuff coming for people to learn how to trade better. However, People just don't want to put the action in and work on it, right? So when we look at a lot of these charts, and if we even look at Ethereum, a lot of people are FOMO into Ethereum right now, but there were some fantastic trading opportunities much, much lower down. It's quite a good mover, Ethereum, realistically. However, to succeed, you need to allow yourself time. Going down to these lower time frames and looking at certain things and certain metrics and whatever you want to look at, whether it is support resistance, Fibonacci pullbacks, RSI sort of divergences, or even just RSI momentum, MACD, all these other indicators, you need to find what works and test it, forward test it, keep going and keep going, because eventually something will click and you'll be like, right, I can do this, but it might not be day trading. It might not be swing trading. It might just be positional hold. It might be swing trading. It might be day trading. It might be scalping. You just don't know until you try, right? So the reason why I failed wasn't due to the fact of me being stupid or whatever. It was the fact that one of the biggest commitments of trading is time, and people forget that. It doesn't matter how much money you've got. It doesn't matter what leverage you're on. What matters is consistency. If you can do the same thing over and over and over again, and you've got that set time to find it, and you may well be a day trader and you may do 6, 7, 8 trades a week consistently, and if you've got a decent win ratio or even a good risk reward strategy, you could make money. But people want the glam and the quickness. Start off with a very, very low amount. Build it up and build it up and build it up and grow. Don't get too cocky. Don't go into stupidness because you've made 6 wins in a row. That's where people fail. They win loads in a row and they go, oh, I'm going to crank it. And then the next one they lose and lose it all. So there we go. Anyways, if you enjoy this sort of stuff, make sure you subscribe to the Learning Crypto channel. My name is Ash. I hope you enjoy. Leave a like. As I say, please watch the next video that is popping up.